Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about Ikora and how she should be buffed and made more useful, in my opinion, as well as more unique. So, before we start, I'll explain. If you don't know, Warframe has a daily login system. Every day you log in, you get a reward of some sort, and after so many days, you get like a bonus reward or something more unique and more effective. And it goes up pretty high. I don't even know what the days are now, but basically, Bungie should have the same style system, but instead of a daily login thing, I think it should be more towards time playing the game. Personally, I like those ideals better than just a daily login because a lot of people just log in, then get the loot and leave, and I think that's kind of dumb. I'd prefer people to actually play the game and want to play the game. So this is how I think they should do it. So I said add Destiny 2 team. I doubt they'll even read it, but hopefully we can hope, But as a whole, this is for the community, so we'll see what they think. Ikora should receive an engram system and an infinite level system. So what I mean by that is literally just like Hawthorne, Crucible, Vanguard, Strikes, that stuff, and then Gambit, they all have an engram system. And you level them up, reset their rank, you level them again, reset their rank. It's infinite technically, up to whatever level they want. But instead of it being like that, I think it should be just a reset as a whole. Instead of reset, just remove that, and it shouldn't be reset. Just be purely leveling up constantly. So yeah, let's get into it. So kills with light abilities and weapons level her up, and tie any new light aspects and fragments to her level once you hit level 30. You unlock all the new aspects and fragments. More in comments below. I don't know if Bungie could track everything previous, so all the kills you've had previously, and automatically put what your level would be. I don't know if they'd be able to do that, even though they do track how many light kills you get with different elements. But I don't know if they could actually do that in a system, like implement it. So it'd probably have to be everyone starting over at the beginning, which is not that big of a deal in the long run, because it's relatively easy to get kills, obviously, in the game. There are certain farms for ad kills and stuff I'm aware of. Obviously, them would. I don't think they should be not allowed to be farmed, but I think they should limit it. So basically, it's like 1 out of 1,000 kills gives you XP for it, for Ikor. That way, you could farm it if you want, but it's not going to get you very far, at least in a short time. So something like that. Maybe not 1,000, but at least maybe 100. That way, you can't just sit there and farm it in 5 minutes, have all the levels. It should take a while. But yeah, so once you hit level 30, you would unlock all the aspects and fragments. And then any new ones they bring out in the future would automatically be unlocked for you. But you earned them, so it's like, okay, it's better. At least in theory. At like level 100, again, these levels don't have to be perfect. They're just an idea of what to do. At level 100, there would be a new exotic quest, and the exotic would have different style of benefits and unique perks depending on light subclass. So basically what I mean by this is it would be like, I don't know, let's say a hand cannon, right? It could be any weapon, but I think hand cannons and autos are the most things used in PV, I believe, for the most part, for primaries. I personally would like a linear fusion rifle, as is a special one. I think that'd be really cool, but I'm fine with it being whatever it is. But basically, if you run the solar subclass, you would get the ability when you get kills, you'd cause incandescent, and when you cause incandescent, you'd get a perk that allows you to cause scorch for so many minutes or so many seconds. You'd cause scorch while getting kills. So if you go and kill an ad, then you could shoot a boss, cause scorch on it, and it would cause ignitions with the stack hit enough. Multi kills would give you longer time, or you can get radiant from it. So basically, it mixes your solar perks together and makes some unique stuff with it. Same thing with void. You'd have volatile, weaken, maybe an overshield, maybe invis, depending on how you want to build it. So basically, it takes the perks from it, puts them together, and makes it better. Because you can build craft it with the subclass you're using, so it makes it more useful. So the exotic just naturally gives them more things. So, and then arc would be amplified and blind. I don't think it has anything else. Oh, bolt charge now, yeah. So it's got 3, so that would work too. So in theory, could be really fun to do. Allow you to unique build. You'd be able to build craft even more on one set, so that'd be even cooler. But we'll see. And then also a unique set of armor at level 10 that will level up with her to add glows and unique effects as you level. So what I mean by glows is obviously kind of like not artifice, sorry, kind of like what is it, solstice armor, how it glows, right? Kind of like that, except it starts out with like a single piece of the armor glowing, and then it will over time spread the glow to more parts of the thing where the eyes will start glowing, and then there'll be like horns or ears or something are glowing, and then like a face with teeth or something, right? But then also unique effects would be like you kill so many hive with that armor piece on, right? Then you get a cool effect of where it's like a hive effect around you at all times, around that one piece, or Taken or Vex or whatever. Right? You have a cool effect or a cool physical thing that goes on, and then you have the glow as well when you level up. So like every 5 or 10 levels or something past level 10, you get a little extra glow piece, and then each piece will slowly unlock, and you'll see it slowly like slither down the armor, start glowing and spreading the glow to more parts of the armor, and then new effects take over, and then you can obviously change them if you want. If you want it to look like it's a Vex theme or a Hive theme or whatever, you could do that, and you could change it on the fly. I think that'd be really cool. Obviously, this armor would have to be Artifice, which I don't put here, but otherwise you would just use it as an ornament, but it'd be a little hard to use as an ornament in the sense of you have to use the armor to level it up. So it'd have to be Artifice and drop high, or you just simply keep the armor on, use it until you get all the stuff unlocked, or you can put one piece on at a time, something like that. I also don't put in here, but you can focus the armor for higher stat rolls. I think it should be Artifice and then higher stat rolls. Um, or it could be something unique that's like Artifice, but it's separate. It's its own thing as well. That could work as well. Special armor, very special armor. And then you can focus farm it with a special material, which we'll get into in a minute, talking about that special material. A unique exotic armor that benefits all the different light subclasses at level 300. Again, the levels don't have to be perfectly like this. It's just an example. I feel like this is more broken than a weapon because basically this exotic armor piece would give you the effects of everything. So if you're on Void Titan, you get Volatile, and you get Overshield, and maybe you get Invis for Titan, right? You get the other versions of it. That's something that could work. So like if you're on a Warlock, you get Invis or Overshield. If you're on a Hunter, you get instead of Invis, you get Overshield or Devour, and then Titan, you get Devour or Invis. Like they all can achieve it already, but they require some effort. Whereas if this armor piece would give you the ability to cause Volatile with just any ability hit for all classes. It would give for Void at least, and then it would give you one of the effects that are harder to get on it. So like Devour or Overshield or Invis, it would give it the effect. So it allows you to build craft more into stuff and makes it more unique and useful. Gives more creativity, basically. And obviously the Solar and the Arc versions have their own elements and stuff and their own effects that you would share throughout them as well. So, like, Titans get Bolt Charge really easy, so, right, Warlocks and Hunters now can get it super easy, too. There'll be, like, an effect where they can get it or something. So, basically, they just build off each other. Volt ability, they get, like, Volt Shot on their weapons or something. When you get a kill of an Arc ability, your Arc weapons become all of them become the ability to jolt targets or something, It's a literally overpowered exotic armor piece, in a sense, but not too overpowered, you want to balance it a bit. But basically just gives your weapons or your abilities a buff that's really good and very useful and allows you to build craft even more and allow you to change your build craft around to even be more insane. Because I think that's the biggest thing Bungie has that's good is build crafting. They just need to let it go a little more wild in PvE, at least, in my opinion. It needs to be a little bit more crazy. There's a lot more they can do with it. As well as a cool skimmer ship and ghost shell, obviously also an emblem. These don't have to be level 300. These can be lower, and then like special emblems or special shaders you get or special glows you can put on armor you get whenever you hit so many ranks above every few ranks. Every like a couple hundred ranks or something, you get an extra bonus of some sort. But these ghosts, the ship, the ghost, and the sparrow, or the skimmer, the ship, and the ghost should all have an effect with your light subclass. So whatever light subclass you're running, they'll have like a cool effect. Or you can even change it, manually if you want. Make it look different, make it have cool effects, and then it levels as well and makes it look cooler over time. I think that'd be really cool and unique. As well as unique looking legendary weapons that you can only get from her with a daily random roll you can buy using light material you get from killing with light abilities and weapons. The weapons glow based on light element. So basically, same concept as the armor, but obviously weapon perks and stuff. But then the light material I'm talking about is also talking about focusing for the armor too, so you could focus the armor for the whatever perfect rolls you want. You could either choose to use it on the weapon or that. I think it should be one weapon and one armor piece a day. Every day it changes. And then you can buy it infinite amount of times that day as long as you go farm a whole bunch of the material. Also, they should make sure you can have a whole bunch of the material, not be stingy and give you like 5 material at a time. It should definitely be a couple hundred at least, and it should cost like 20 or something of each. Definitely give you some room to go out and farm for a while, come back, Or they can just cap it at 999. That'd be nice at least. Or 9,099. You could cap even higher, Bungie. Just saying. Or 999,999. Just saying. They could do that, which would be nice. And then you farm it a whole bunch, come in. It's the weapon you want, or it's an armor piece you want to farm, like the helmet you want to farm or something. Or you've got the weapon. If it's like a hand cannon or something you want to farm, you can farm it so you get that god roll you want for the armor or the weapon. You farm it, and every day it changes, so you save up the other days until you get the weapon you want. Obviously, at first you might want to get all of it, but you just keep saving it, spending it when you want something specific. It'll allow you to definitely farm the game, allow a reason to use the light abilities, and gives you benefit to using them. So, definitely be nice. Obviously, they glow based on your light element too, and they have the same effect as the weapons. The higher level you are, the cooler effects they are. And then you could also change their effect from Taken, Vex, Hive, whatever. So, and when I say Hive, I mean you can have any type of Hive. You can have the same thing with like a Cabal effect or a Vex effect. There's different forms of them all. You could put different forms on based on the enemy types you kill. So it's like an ornament, but they have to unlock, but a really cool ornament that changes and evolves a bit the more you kill against those targets. Kind of makes it a cooler effect. The level you earn will be permanent through all seasons. So basically, once it starts, if you get to level 1,000 the first season, it will always be a level 1,000 when you start the next season, and then you can get it up to 2,000 that season, or something like that. And level up infinitely each level will take more and more kills to upgrade. So let's say the first level to the second level, you have to kill one ad, right? It should be more than that, but let's say you kill one ad, there's 1 point, now you're level 2, right? Go from level 1 to level 2. Technically, you should start at level 0, but let's just say you start at level 1, you go to level 2. And then the next time, it'll take 2 ads, right? Basically, just keeps doubling it. And at first, it won't be that bad, but then once you start getting to the higher and higher ranks, it starts getting really hard because you have to get so many kills to get it. Obviously, to a certain point, it should be relatively simple, easy-ish. And then after a point, if you want the extra cool-looking stuff, it needs to take some time and effort. You should have to earn it. If you want special, unique effects and stuff, certain ones should be definitely earned and not just be handed to you. So yeah, every time new milestones are hit, new cosmetic rewards would be what you'd get to show off your light skills. So basically like an emblem that's really cool, has a cool reactive effect or something based on your level, or shaders and stuff, something unique you can get every time. It's like every 500 levels you get something unique after you do everything, the first 300 levels or whatever, right? Every 500 levels after that you get a special unique emblem or something that shows, or you like a little extra effect on your gear, all of your gear that shows, hey, you've done this. Like a number or something to show you like you've hit this much number, which is like a prestige or something for like what Call of Duty does, but obviously not prestiging it. You're just hitting a certain level and then keep going. Or they could do a reset, and then every time you reset, you have to go really high level and then reset, and it takes more and do it again. And that could work too, like a prestige system for Call of Duty. That could also work, without a doubt. But yeah. As a whole, this would be a fun and rewarding system for all players. Also, the unique features for armors and weapons you can make into ornaments once unlocking them. I think this would allow some really cool things to exist, but make it a grind to unlock them as well. Bungie, please use. So, obviously the armor, if you can turn the armor into ornaments with everything unlocked, then you can put on any armor set you want, which would be cool, but you would still have to use the armor, so you probably should just focus and get good perks on those armors. Or try to at least, and then that way you can get more percentage. Heck, they can make it even where the more armor pieces or the more weapons you have total, you can earn even more points. So 1 kill counts as 4 kills, or like 5 kills if you have 5 armor pieces on, which most people won't. They'd have 4 armor pieces, so you get 4, and then if you have 3 weapons on, or 2 weapons on at least, you get extra points. So a total of 7% or something, or 8% if they want, just a little extra percent. So it makes it a little easier. But then it's still, once it gets to the higher ones, that little bit extra helps, but it's not going to make it so easy. It's just like, psh, I'm done in 5 minutes. I hit level 1,000,000, I'm done. You know what I mean? So it takes some effort and work. As a whole, I think something like this would help the game a lot. It would allow people to actually want to play for the unique stuff, special weapons, special armor, cool amazing glows, cool amazing things. And what better place to do it than put on Ikora, because she has nothing, and she is all about the light, so it would make the most sense. But yeah, as a whole, I think this would be really good for Ikora. I think this would make her useful. It also make the system that's already in play a lot better, and also would add more to it, make it more fun and interactive, as well as unique stuff. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. If you think Ikora needs this buff, let me know. If you think this is a little not needed, you think it's kind of pointless, let me know too. I get it, there's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Thanks for watching. Adios, we out.